I'm just gonna ask in plain Eastern English. If you could collaborate with any musician or band, living or dead, who would it be and why?
It'd be Lucas. Remember that song Lucas with his lid off?
Was that in Fight Club?
It's Lucas with his lid off. Who remembers that song? Guy's a genius. Have you ever listened to that song?
No, I have not.
Yeah, you're just.
I know the "My Name Is Luca" song.
My name's Luca. Now that's Suzanne Vega.
Yeah, and the
Good
Lemonheads
job.
did that too. You know they did a cover of that.
The Lemonheads did another cover.
Is
Is that all they do? Is
That was
covers?
back in the day.
What day are you speaking of?
It was one day in 1993.
I remember that year.
It was a good year.
It was a really good year. I used to have a 1984 brown Oldsmobile, and Chad and I would drive around and run over people's mailboxes and smash their trash cans and shoot BB guns at old men. I mean, that really doesn't answer your question, does it?
Well, no. Milton is waiting for
Milton?
the answer. Milton's waiting.
Milton's waiting. Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
It's that East Coast food.
They sound like a tuba or something. Sounds like me on the mic. Tell Milton, let's stick with like Depeche Mode, Pink Floyd. Yeah, let's just hang out with those guys.
Milton, he said... No, just kidding. All right, last question is from Michael in Mountain City, Tennessee, and I'm not going to try to do an accent. He says, I know that the Season of Poison album just came out, but do you have any plans on a new album in the future? Since Season of Poison is darker than We Are Pilots, what might the next album be like? Even darker or more along the lines of We Are Pilots? Can you really say at this point?
No, not really. I mean, no, that's a question that we have too. We just don't. It's really far away. Bass solo going on in there. Les Claypool too.
It's pretty good. Sounds pretty good. No, it's not slappy enough.
Slappy, that's what she said.
That's exactly what she said.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be. You can ask us that. Tell Milton. Is it Milton again?
No, this is Michael. Actually. Mike in Tennessee.
Tennessee. We shot our music video in Liberty, Tennessee. I think it's near that town.
The Ricochet video?
Yeah.
That I think I kind of agree with him. I think you guys have gotten a little bit more darker, if that's the appropriate term, on this album. And I want to know the process for this. I got personal questions I need answered here.
I don't know. It's inside scoop. What's your name? Your name's Mike.
Yeah, Mike. But I'm not from Tennessee.
No. Our drummer, whose name is Mike, because you just use improper grammar like a complete moron right then. No, but here's the catch. Here's the catch. Mikey was doing an interview. It's on a DVD. It's in every Best Buy in the world. Mm-hmm. And he answered that question exactly the way you did, like a second grader would.
Okay, thank you.
And now thousands of people watch the fact that
well, that's
Mikey's
why I answered like
that.
it was bad. I got it from him.
You might have in some weird Mikey world.
It's a
Mike
Mike
both Mikeys.
It's a Mike thing.
Yeah, that's cool. What was the question?
Okay. My question, which goes along the lines.
The dark. Yeah, no, we don't know yet.
I mean, how did you write this album? Like, how did I understand that when it came down to record it, you guys had a somewhat of a vision for it, but you let it go. You kind of let it be what it was going to be. But you guys were touring a lot. You guys were very busy. How did you write?
We were also very stressed, very pressured. And there's a lot of super, super dynamic personal things that happened to us during the course of the tour and the band life and people and girlfriends and boyfriends and babies and parents and, just the life stuff that everybody goes through and all that stuff was compacted and pressed into this huge ball in our heads that was unable to be ventilated or repressed. Repressed. We're being and so when we started tracking and laying the album down, all that stuff came flying out. It was intense stuff. And the first album, there's a lot more. It was sort of a little bit more relaxed environment. It was a lot, it was kind of reflective of what we were doing then. It was kind of dancier, poppier, lightened up. And through the course of the band, there's just a lot of intensity that was built, and we used that as sort of the fuel to consume this fire. Write that down, Matt.
Do you think that playing, being on tour and everything, like you were saying, you guys kind of, looking back, you guys kind of felt that the first album was a little bit more dancey or poppier. Do you feel like with a darker album, with a harder edge, more like rockin', if you will, do you feel like that kind of comes out from playing live and wanting to see more of a reaction from the crowd?
Because we didn't even have a band. For a while, it was just him and I.
Right.
In a computer, And then we put a band together quickly, and it found a drummer, found a female vocalist to sing the female parts, and then very quickly put the whole thing into a conceptual band or a group, a traveling group. We didn't even know really what we were getting into technically. We went through hell and back trying to figure out how to play all those dancey electronic songs live. And once we got out on the road and started playing with other bands, it just became more of a, we began to get influenced by the surroundings and rock venues, rock kids, rock bands, rock scene, rock, help. And we turned into a band. And when you turn into a band, when you go back home and write another album as a band, you tend to separate things more evenly. Like there's the drums, there's the basses, the guitars, the synths, and the vocals. When previously it was all programmed and sort of not really formatted for 4 people to pull off. Does that make sense?
So as far as a collaboration, you feel that you guys have collaborated more on this album, looked at it more as a band on this album?
We looked at it more as a band. We still, Chad and I did everything, but
I did see that Chad's brother is noted for helping out with some of the songs.
Again. He did both. He helped on both albums.
I saw it from the first one. So you had him back collaborating with this one. That's pretty cool. It's cool stuff.
So you remember that one time when we were up here and you were asking us questions? Do you remember that?
I absolutely remember it. It's cool. Forever in my heart. Unlike the part in The Big Lebowski, which I forgot, and my second grade grammar, which I forgot.
You remember when you brought the cameras and stuff?
Oh yeah.
It was like a year ago. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. They carried them. It's cool. It's great. It's a good time. Man. It was a good interview.
Do you remember when we played a show here?
Yes, I actually worked one of the cameras. And the light show, unbelievable.
Awesome.
The other bands that we videotaped, they don't have the light show that you guys have.
Do you remember when the lights were on?
I remember there's like this red light, and it was like pointing right at me, and I thought that was like your guys' way of saying, "Hey, Mike, we know you're out there." And I was like, "You guys got it."
It has your name on the button. It's like,
yeah, it's the mic.
The mic button.
It's the mic light. All right. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate your time, as always. Thanks, Mike. Look for the light. Good luck tonight.
See you guys. And cut.